What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to a brand new FIFA 17 Arsenal Career Mode episode. Today we have an absolute banging episode. We're going to be bringing in some players, we're going to be playing a game, we're going to have deadline day. It is all about to kick off. But before we get stuck into it though, I do need to really quickly say, as a reminder, at some point this series will be moving over to my second channel. I don't know when, I haven't decided yet, but at some point that's what's going to happen. I'm also going to be doing other career mode stuff over there, so check out my second channel in the link down below. It's youtube.com/CurtisSecond. I will be doing a lot of content over there, so check that out in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for your support as of late. It's been insane. We smashed the like target on the last episode. I'm going to say the same thing again. In fact, let's bump it up a bit. Last episode I asked you to hit 1,234 likes. You smashed it. Let's go for 1,350. If you guys could smash that like target, that would be absolutely incredible. Also, if it is your first time watching, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So many new guys checking out the channel, checking out this series. I am so thankful for it. And also, your support in the comments has been quality. Like, the interaction we're getting is absolutely insane. So we have some transfers to do. We're going to buy a centre back. I'm going to look through a lot of the other stuff you guys suggested, and we are going to get some business done. Before we get into it, I know a lot of people were curious about training. That's what I'm doing. I'm not going to show you guys much of it. You'll see it there. You should see what they get in a second. That's all we're going to look at. This is what I'm doing so far. It'll probably change, but these are the players that I'm trying to train. Easy as that. Right, so what we've got to do in this episode, first things first, we're going to flip in confirm the Grimaldo offer. We spoke about in the last episode, I told you I was going to get a left back, replace Gibbs, as like mixing up between, he'll be rotated with Monreal basically. So he is in. He looks decent, very young. 13 mil it cost me, barely any wages, super cheap. We're going to be able to change the wage budget to transfer to, so we should have loads of money to spend. Now these are some of the inquiries. I said I was looking at players. We're going to wait before we do any of them. We're going to probably get the game done before we do the bulk of our deals. I reckon 3 days after the game is enough to get all of this stuff done, so I'm going to leave it there to build up for like a few days. We're going to play the game and then we're literally going to focus on deadline day after that. So as it stands, our squad is more than capable of dealing with Watford. We don't need the improvements just yet, so we'll wait. Also, I decided to wear the new Arsenal shirt for this episode. Bit controversial, I know, but I haven't really worn it too much since I bought it, so I thought now would be a perfect time to do it. Rene Adelaide out on loan, yes, that is perfect. I'm going to have a look at the budget actually. So this is a lot of money to spend, but really in the grand scheme of things, I was to say if we were to have 400k, that's enough. So 70 million quid. We have a lot of money to spend. We have to be careful not to spend all of the club's money, but it'll also still bring in a ton. So let's get into this Watford game. I'm going to play around with the team a little bit and see from there. We've got to go with a home kit, of course. Watford, this game in real life was 3-1 or was it 4-1? I can't remember. Okay, for I think the third game in a row now, I'm going to keep the back four the same. I will be making changes to it after the window. Obviously, there's a lot of new players coming in, but we're going to be starting El Neni in centre mid, giving the other guys a bit of a rest. Chamberlain's going to be starting on the right over Iñaki Williams, and Lacazette gets his first actual start, leaving Giroud and Perez on the bench. Let's get into the game, see how we get on. I haven't played much. Also, whilst we're loading it up, I want to say sorry there was no upload on Sunday. I had all intentions to doing it, but obviously I went to the Chelsea game and we won 3-0, and obviously we had to go out afterwards because of a 3-0 win. So I wasn't able to get a video done in time for Sunday. So apologies for that, but we're back. I made sure we got one up today to make up for it. I'm going to play all the way down to Sanchez, who was in acres of space. This man doesn't want to give it up though, but if we play it inside to Nacho Monreal, play it again to Ozil on the edge of the box. Gone for another long shot. Probably didn't need to, did I? El Neni though can win the header. Oh no, Akaka. Akaka I haven't actually seen play in real life yet. He's a new signing, but Italian I believe, but I haven't seen him get involved. I mean, Yanmat seems to be playing quite high up. I'm going to check their formation. So yeah, they are actually playing 5 at the back. I did think so. I think that's Britos in the middle. Cabaselli's really quick. Yanmat, so it's going to be really hard to break down. It's a 5-3-2. That is something I know we'll struggle with. Because defensively, we should be okay. I just need to focus on keeping the ball and waiting for the right opening. Ozil is on the ball here. I think that was Xhaka was making a run, but he kind of halted it. But he's in a bit of space, and he's just spooned it wide. It's a shame he took it on his right foot. I don't know what Bellerin's getting booked for, but I honestly thought Xhaka was actually going to put that away then. If this was my first game and not the Liverpool game, I would have been a little bit disappointed. But I'll tell you what, El Neni, you've done well, but I want to bring a little bit more into the game, a little bit more going forward. So we're going to bring on Santi Cazorla. On top of that, I'm going to change this here, where I want him to stay central, and I want him to get in behind, and that's about it. That's all I want him to do, is to get in behind the man. Win that. Oh my word, clear it! We're 1-0 down to Watford. How has this happened? After we battered the first two teams, we are struggling with Watford. I did not think I would be saying that. Right, we need to turn on the burners here. We've got 40 minutes left to go. I want to win, nothing less. Right, here we go. It's a fantastic ball. If we can whip this cross in to Lacazette, I'll tell you what, a corner. I'm going to make a change right here. It's a little bit of a bizarre one, and I feel like I would get in trouble if I was Wenger and did this. But I'm going to put Giroud up top and Lacazette out wide. Chamberlain's not impressed me. Obviously, Lacazette has absolute bags of pace. He'll be able to do a job out wide, and that still keeps a bit more of a threat on. And now Giroud can play almost like a target man. You can't keep up with him. Oh, he's done well to find the man. He's tramped it across. We're 2-0 down. I was ultra attacking because I was worrying, and we've been done on the counter. 5 at the back is just not the one. Cazorla does well to dispossess Pereira. We've got a 3-on-3 here. If I can find the right man. Lacazette, if he's a driven cross into Giroud, or... It went to Sanchez and he's blazed it over the bar. That was our chance. Oh, we've got a corner. Okay. Right, we're going to aim for Giroud again. He's done well. It's another corner. Right, I'm gonna play it a little bit deeper. But I'm going to control Giroud for this one. So I'm going to put it about there. But I'm going to run him into that space. And it's gone way too deep. And nothing comes of it. If we can play this out to... Oh, it wasn't for Sanchez. He's done well to get it. If he whips the ball in here to Giroud... Oh, Cathcart. This is another corner. 3rd in a row now. I'm going to bullet it in to the head of Giroud. Oh, it's another corner. We're making the chances here. I'm going to keep aiming for Giroud's head. Oh, my word. It's the 5th corner in a row. Giroud. 6 corners. Back to back. This is getting ludicrous. Oh, it's going to the goalie's hands. 6 corners in a row and we couldn't make anything count of it. He's through. Use your pace. Cut back, cut back. Finesse! Oh, and it's a goal. Finally. That was stressful. Right, we need one more. I am not losing here. I don't know what you're doing there, Sanchez. That's a fantastic bit of run. Did well to cut back onto his stronger right foot. He absolutely destroyed Cavacelle there. Top bins. We got 10 minutes left to get a second flipping goal. Let's go. And that's it. We lose 2-1, lads. That is such a frustrating game. They've done well. They've got their goals. I mean, stats-wise, I mean, they had the possession, but that's because they were just holding the ball. We had a lot more shots. We had a lot more chances. We had 7 corners, as you can see there, all in that same exact position. It was a frustrating game. Pretty gutting to lose, actually, but we need to make some big signings in this deadline day, that's for sure. Okay, so obviously we need to get a bit of business done. Grimaldo has obviously come in, so we're going to just re-transfer List Gibbs, see if that makes much of a difference. Obviously, Debuchy is gone and Chambers is loaned out. So the focus is going to be getting the centre-backs that we discussed, getting a right-back and a couple other different things. I've been reading comments. A few people also agree we need to get a big left winger to help out Sanchez in the whole situation. Centre mid-wise, everyone thinks we're okay. We've got Xhaka, Cazorla, Ramsey, Coquelin, there's plenty of players. El Neni, there is enough players that can play in the centre of midfield and going forward the real right. So we need a left winger, a right back, and sort out the centre back situation. A few people suggesting to replace Cech, but I still firmly believe that we should keep him. We've actually got a transfer offer in for Oxlade-Chamberlain, and I don't think I'm going to sell him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say 30 million and you can have him. Because in real life, if someone offered 30 mil for Chamberlain, I'd say 100% take it. Just get that money and run. Right, so I'm sure you guys remember the poll we did to decide who to get as our centre-backs. I'll flash it up on the screen here. And without a shadow of a doubt, Rugani won. I believe this may have been in part because I put the poll up before the video, so people that didn't recognise the names of Lemos and Lindelof especially, they didn't get the votes. But of course, that means Rugani wins. I was also going to buy Lemos as like a secondary one, but he's just joined. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for the top 2. We're going to go for Rugani and Riedewald. Both are young. Riedewald, I can tell he's not going to be starting like very frequently at all. But on the game, we've got rid of Mertesacker and Gabriel, and they need to be replaced. So we're going to go for 2 very young, exciting centre-backs, Rugani being the first one. They want 16.5 mil. I'm going to give them 13 and see what they say. I think that's still a really good deal, 13 mil for how young he is. He does want a lot of wages, that's the only thing, 74k, which is alright because we have a lot of cash to spend. And then, of course, Riedewald barely wants any. And they reckon 10 mil for him. So I'm going to offer 7.5 mil. Again, very cheap. not going to be getting played too much. I'm going to try and offer him like 20k, but tell him he'll be a backup. So see how that goes. But that means that these two probably won't be needed. Next up is the backup right back talk. And a lot of people said Nelson Semedo, but I know a few, or Semedo, probably is Semedo, isn't it? I know a few other YouTubers have bought him in career modes, and I don't really want to pick him up. There's something about it, I don't want to bring him in. So we do need to bring players in. Now I'm going to surprise you guys with this first one, and we're going to be going for a right back called Rick Karsdorp. It's an absolutely abysmal name. I'm going to go ahead and offer 7 mil. Now, I originally spoke about João Cancelo. Fantastic player, grows really high. In fact, I believe his it was the same last year, in that he starts at like 79 like Bellerin and goes like 87. But in reality, he's going to want to be playing as much as Hector Bellerin. So this guy is going to be Bellerin's backup. He's going to be the second choice. We got rid of Debuchy, but I wanted someone that's also very quick. And this guy has bags of pace in him. If we have a look, it says here his physical, his main points are his sprint speed, his acceleration. He's 21 years of age. I think he's about 76 rated. Grows to the mid 80s. If we give him some really good training, he should end up being really solid. And maybe we'll sell him on. Who knows what will happen. So I think that the next like huge money signing might be Stefan flipping El Shawari. It's an enormous signing. I'm just going to do 27.5 mil. I'm not going to edit too much out of this this final day, so we'll kind of see our way through it. They want to give 19 mil for Chamberlain. I honestly believe, I'm going to say 26.5 mil. I think if they were given 26.5 mil again, he'd probably take it. I don't really want to get rid of him though. Rugani offer of 30 mil is accepted. He wants a lot of money, but that is fine. He's now as a squad rotation player. I'm going to offer him squad rotation player as well. We'll give him a clean sheet bonus. 90k at 16k more than he was already on as a squad rotation player. We'll see if he'll do it, because he isn't going to be starting every game and I don't want him to be unhappy. They want 10 mil for Riedewald. I'm going to go back in with 9 and see what they say to that. As we get to 8 hours left. When we finish, I'll go through and see all the deals that have been done around Europe. Obviously, you've seen some in certain parts of the screen. But, right, transfer offer. They're out of Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. I'm not too unhappy with that. So, first player of this episode is Daniele. I think it's Daniele Rugani. I'm just going to call him Dan. We'll just call him Dan from now on. That's going to be the thing. Now that's completed, you know what we got to do? You got to ring the bell. Riedewald has been accepted at 9 mil as well. I'm going to say to him, I know he wants a little bit less, but I'm going to say that, and I'm going to say he's going to be a squad rotation player too. So that way we're not too worried about it. Daniele Rugani coming in as a squad rotation player, it makes me very happy as well. Okay, they've accepted 8.5 mil for Karsdorp as well. That is fantastic. I'm going to give him 22.5, and I'm going to say he's going to be a squad rotation player. This is what we needed. Depth and players that are happy to be squad rotation, that are also young and exciting. Okay, we have 7 emails in the office. We have got a lot to deal with right here. Now we're talking. Right, Riedewald first, obviously. That still leaves us with a ton of budget. Riedewald, 9 mil. Young, backup centre-back. 4th choice centre-back, but it's important. It's massive. Backup right-back, Rick Karsdorp. We're just going to call it... we'll call him Rick. We'll let him have his name. Again, super cheap. 22.5k a week. Backup player. Fantastic. Now, we have all that budget left for one big money signing to finish it off. And of course the El Shawari one has been accepted. I'm going to stall it for a little while because I don't know what to do. Right, I was doing a little bit of searching around and I'm looking at 2 completely new players. I think I'm going to bin off El Shawari because I feel like he's been around so long, I just don't want to pick him up, if you get what I mean. I know he grows into a great player. He's got skills this year. He's got his 5-star skills back. But I have 2 new players I'm looking at. Both of them have got 4-star skills. Both of them are quick, young. I think one of them especially is a very Wenger signing, Nabil Fekir. Also, Jesus Corona is the other choice. Jesus Corona has 4-star skills as well as 5-star weak foot as well, which is what's tempting me more towards him because I feel like he's a little bit different and he's still a great player. But at this point, and again, I'm going to offer 25 mil for Fekir. Both relatively low offers, and we have the money if we need to, but I don't want to go crazy. And Lamar is also there if needed. So is El Shawari. If we get to the last minute, there's still plenty of players I can go for. So I managed to hardball Fekir down to 25 mil. And then Corona is, they want a little bit more for him. I'm going to do 21 mil for Corona, see what they say about that. The thing that excites me about Fekir is that he can play literally anywhere. Right wing, left wing, cam, striker. He's got great finishing as well as his skills. Now they're both available. I'm going to just go for it and I'm going to get Fekir. And that's that. It's done. Forget the other ones, forget Lamar, forget all the other players. Now, before it's too late, obviously I'm going to reject all these. And just like that, lads, transfer deadline day is essentially done. we did try and go. I was trying to go in for some young players, but I basically ran out of time. I was just seeing if there was any like super young players we could go for. So let's have a look at what we've done. We've spent 155 mil. It's a lot. But we brought in 66.5 mil. So in reality, 90 mil spent is not horrendous. I've seen worse. We've replaced what we sold and improved. So a lot of ins and outs. So Bournemouth have brought in Jorgen, I think he's a goalkeeper, and sold Callum Wilson. We'll see who he's gone to soon. But actually first, if we quickly look, top deals, you see Griezmann obviously went to United. We brought in Lacazette and Aubameyang to Chelsea. So 3 enormous strikers have joined the Prem. Big money going round. Burnley have bought in Manel, no outgoings. Chelsea has spent 164 mil. So they've only spent 2 mil less than us, and they didn't sell anyone. They bought in Aubameyang, Martinez, I don't know if that's Javi or Jackson Martinez, Aymeric Laporte, and Rafael Varane. So they've spent insane amounts of money. So 111 mil just on everyone other than Aubameyang, which is still insane. They're going to have a defence and a half, like John Terry, Zuma, David Luiz, and then those two. It's going to be incredible. Crystal Palace have brought in Bernard. That's a great signing. Just my luck, the camera runs out of battery mid-sentence, but Debuchy and Areola, the goalkeeper, have both gone to Everton for 35 million quid. Hull have brought in Yago, I don't know who that is, and sold Mbakani for 6.5 mil. It's a big bit of cash for them. Leicester have brought in Marcelo, Gabriel, and Kolodziejczak. I always forget how to say his name. He's French like nation on here, but I'm pretty sure he's Polish. From Atletico Madrid, and obviously Gabriel from us. And I don't know if that's the left back Marcelo or what, but 39.5 mil is a lot of money to spend. Liverpool with 2 big signings, Kevin Strootman and Thiago. Do they need 2 centre mids? That is the genuine question. I don't think they do. And they sold Mamadou Sakho. That seems like some weird business. City bought in Mertens and Aurier, who's actually just been given a 2-month suspended prison sentence. But 52.5 mil spent, that's a fair chunk. They've improved the right back and bought another unnecessary winger, I guess, to add to the list of 72,000. Griezmann, 79.5 mil to United. That's a big money signing. Alongside Ibra, Rashford, Rooney. Is it necessary? It's EA. Is anything ever necessary? And then Middlesbrough bought in Bialkowski maybe, and then Barbara, I don't even know, 7 mil. And Southampton bought in Yuri Tielemans, great signing, obviously a young potential star, 12 mil, it's following their tradition. Spurs have bought in Juve, I'm not sure if that's from Stoke or what, and sold Ericsson for 40 mil, that's a big bit of cash they got. I wonder who he's gone off to, but Juve for 9 mil is interesting. Stoke have bought, so obviously it is the same Juve, because it's obviously Stoke one after, Mame Biram Juve. Stoke have replaced him though with Niang and Wilson, and then Kwauke, who I think might be a winger unless he's the goalie. He might be the goalie, the South African goalie. I don't know, but 2 strikers have come in for Juve. Sunderland have not done anything. They're going down. Swansea have not done anything. Watford have not done anything. West Bromwich Albion have spent 14 million buying a few players, and West Ham have bought in Semedo and Mbakani. So Semedo, a lot of people were saying for me to bring him in at right back. He's gone to West Ham, and Mbakani from Hull to West Ham. And that brings us, I believe, to the end of deadline day. I'm going to go ahead, skip one more, and that means we are done. No more transfers for a while now, lads. This is when the season kicks into gear. But at the same time, it's only just getting started. Next episode, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the Southampton game. We're going to play the Legia Warsaw. I couldn't get Ludogorets in the group. And then we're going to sim the whole game and see how we're going on. After that, we might sim the Burnley game, play the Chelsea game, and play that. So what I'm going to be doing is we're going to be mixing in usually like 2 games in the sim, 2 games, 2 sims per episode, because I want to get through it as quick as possible. I want to be in January before we know it and start to get this series really rolling. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new around here. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.